Welcome back to the channel. Another Friday night. Last video, I said we were gonna get Baylor out, but that did not go as planned because Dad's tractor ended up blowing the belt on the fan, blowing cool air onto the engine, so it rolled over me. I'm on our cartoon tractor, is what we call it. I'm on it with our brilliant, is what we call it. Basically just breaking up floods of dirt, so it's straight planting. So now we can only water that other side of the pivot going east. So on this side, where I'm at right now, we can only plant stuff that can be watered by wheel lines. So we're going to plant hay here. So I'm just breaking up the clods, and so that when the planter comes in, it's got a nice, smooth bed. So yeah, that's what we got going on today. Dad is over on his own property, his little 100 to 200 acres, trying to get pipe going. We're off to the races. Not sure if you can tell on all the dust, but Grandpa's on the 46 corner, the 100. My uncle is on the 84 in the Harrow. Guys, so I got that side of the lateral done with the Brilliant. We're here at our little area where we unhook and store things or whatever. That's our grain field we planted. That's another grain field we planted out there that we tore out of hay and put grain in. So I'm gonna unhook the Brilliant from this. Then I gotta put it back on that for hay so we can plant right where I was. So yeah, let me get this unhooked. So I got the cartoon unhooked from the Brilliant. I'll take it over there and get it hooked onto the drill. Those times, like one of those positions where you want to have another person with you to do something, either like driving the tractor or whatever it is. This is one of those times. I wish someone was in the tractor driving back while I was lifting the drawbar up on it. I'll get it though. They got a board under the piece of wood over there, underneath back there, more leverage. And I got a stick in there holding that up. So let's see if that works. Now, gotta get the hydraulic lines hooked up. This is what I was talking about. Corn planted here and under the lateral. And then we're planting corn over there. That's where Grandpa is. And then the cartoon's right there. And that's where I was using the Brilliant. So when my uncle gets over here, I'm gonna trade him. I'm gonna get an 84, finish harrowing this so Grandpa can keep planting. And then our uncle is gonna get in the cartoon, put hay seed in it and plant hay here. So supposedly there's a chance, actually a pretty big chance of rain tomorrow at like 7 a.m. ish. So we're trying to get this field of corn done, most of the way done, and the hay done before it rains. We're trying to get planting done before it rains. Hopefully it rains. Hopefully it doesn't, the ground doesn't crust over top of the seeds before they are able to poke through. That's what we had happen on a field just right over there. We planted right before the rain. The rain came, and we ended up having to replant all of it. That was with grain, though. I think, yeah, it was with either wheat or barley. Can't remember what we put there. But we planted it, and we actually got rained out before that field was able to be finished planting. So, yeah, we got rained out of it, and now it crusted over. It didn't grow. It killed it. So then we had to come over there and replant it again. But the funny thing is, we had a field just east a little bit, probably about a mile or two. We planted it right before that field back there, and it didn't crust over, and it has a great stand. Just a few weeds here and there, which we can spray that. So yeah, it's just our soils we have around here. So we're hoping this doesn't do that. All right, so I'm in a little quieter tractor now so you can hear me. This is my favorite tractor, John Deere 8420. This tractor has GPS and a ton of power, but it's not so new as our like 8320R and our 8245R that like they run off electronics. So yeah, I'm on the harrow right now. My uncle is getting on the planter and the drill to plant hay, and then my grandpa's on the corn planter. I recorded the lines so I know where I've been and where I haven't been, because it's kind of hard to tell, and then especially when it gets darker, it will be really hard to tell where your line is. There goes Dad. He was over on his ground putting some wheel lines back together and fixing wheel lines. Even though it's supposed to rain, he wants it done. So my uncle's planting over there. My grandpa's planting back there. I feel left out. I need the grain drill. I gotta be involved in this planting. But I'm having the harrow. Alright, so I got the harrowing done. Grandpa's gonna try to go all night to get that corn planted. And so we're done for the night. Unless we go hope Grandpa fills seed, but I'm just unhook the harrow and hook it on the drill. Alright guys, welcome back. So today is Monday, Memorial Day. When you guys saw the clips before, that was Friday night, the Friday before this. We were trying to beat the rain that was coming on Saturday. It did rain. It rained a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. I just barely got dry enough. Today we were working on Dad's wheel lines. Didn't record that. We were just working. And then we got the grain drill unhooked. We got grain all done. That cornfield is done. We got that done before it rained. We were trying to get grain done before it rained, and it ended up raining. My grandpa finished that today. We got the grain drill all cleaned up, so that's done till fall. So now we're on 84, and we're hooked on this blue digger. So we have two diggers. The green digger is more like a field cultivator finisher. This is more like kind of like a chisel plow. And if you see right there, that's all plumbed up. This is the digger we used to use for anhydrous ammonia, really good fertilizer, but unfortunately the people that were carrying it don't carry it anymore. So we just use this as a field chisel or whatever. So we have, this is where we were hauling manure. Back there by the river and right here. So my uncle did all that. We waited till we sprayed this. So this grass is sprayed. So I'm gonna dig a few passes to see what it looks like. See if we want to dig it or what do we want to do with it. And then I'm gonna go back there where we're hauling manure and try to dig that all in. Yeah, so my dad and my grandpa are just moving our old 7520 articulated tractor out of my grandpa's yard so we can get balers going. So I have discovered that right here by the base of the pivot is pretty wet still. And it is rough. And this grass has been in here for as long as I can remember. So it is hard to pack down stuff. So I did a few passes along the pivot right there in the grass. Right there along the pivot, I double passed. I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely super hard. I might have to go over it a few times with the blue digger. But yeah, my grandpa will have to look at it and see what he wants to do. So now I'm gonna move over by the river down there and dig up the manure that we hauled. So I did my first few passes along here on the manure. It's definitely a lot wetter, slicker, but the ground is not working up. It's not near as hard. And I did one pass by the river. I'm not gonna get any closer because if I get closer, I might slough to the river, which I don't want to do that. If Dad and my grandpa or my uncle want to get closer, they can. So I think I'm gonna call it a video, guys. My dad's gonna come get me in a few minutes and we're gonna call it a day. So I'm gonna call it a video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.